Hello everybody, happy Monday and welcome back. In today's video we are going to be reviewing the 2026 version of Flash Nilsson. I got this guy on Saturday from Target. Unfortunately when I found him, Morgan Martin's Made with Balloon, all those other highlights were taken already. But I am happy I got this guy. So I guess we can kind of just jump straight into it. You can see that's a really nice artwork right there. And you can see Flash Nilsson, not translated into any languages, made in China. And all the other Cars 2 cars, you can see Lightning McQueen with racing wheels, Francesco Bernoulli, Made with Balloon, Carlo Veloso, Mel Dorado, and Nigel Gearsley. Luckily they got this one right by putting it as seen in Cars 2. I see the new Mattel logo in the corner, and I guess without further ado, we can open this guy. I've been waiting a little while to open this guy. Oh jeez, put that back there. So first thoughts, I really like this shade of blue. I have seen pictures of the older version of Flash, and he is much lighter. I think this new China version is much better than the old one. But yeah, I guess to start the comparison, while we do the review, I can get Max Chanel out, so you can see, of course, they're the same mold, same expression, all of that stuff. Same carbon fiber detail. But Flash actually does not have any World Grand Prix logos on him. Fun fact, if you didn't already know this, he is actually in the international version of the Cars 2 movie. I'm pretty sure, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm probably wrong about this, but I think it's the Swedish version. Yeah, you can see he has those nice little logos on them, or logos on him. In that shade of blue, you can see the metallic or silver rims. No license plate. You can see his eye white is a little bit bigger, because for most China diecast, they have been doing that. Let's take a look at the base. Not really much detail, but I guess Max's doesn't really have that either. So yeah, Mattel, made in China. So yeah, there's not really much else to say about this guy. I guess while I show him off, I can kind of go through some of his history. He was, of course, replacement for Jeff Gorvette in the international version of Cars 2. I'm not quite sure which version. Like I said, it may be the Swedish version, although I'm not 100% sure. In the same, not the same international version of Cars 2, but in a different version of the international version, they actually placed Jeff Gorvette with another Super Chase that is being re-released for this year that also shares a mold with Max Chanel and Flash. Memo Rojas, I'll put an image somewhere of the diecast, and then of course where he appears, where him and Flash appear in the movie. I'm pretty sure they only appear in that one scene, and then for the rest of the movie, Jeff comes back and kind of takes his spot back for the international racer of Cars 2. But yeah, like I've been saying a little bit throughout this video, Flash was a Super Chase, which means only released once and supposed to be limited to 4,000 pieces. I have another Super Chase here, which has only been released once and limited to less than 4,000. But Mattel has kind of broken their own rule in recent years. Pretty sure in 2022 they released another Cars 2 vehicle that was a Super Chase. And then of course in 2026, 14 years later, they decided to release another Super Chase, Flash. They are also re-releasing Memo Rojas, which I talked about earlier. He's a Super Chase too. And then they're also re-releasing Morgan Martin's, which I talked about earlier too. But yeah, Mattel has kind of been breaking their own rules with these Super Chases. It'd be nice, like I know that these are rare and all, and they're highly wanted, but I feel like we would prefer if we got new Super Chases than re-releasing old Super Chases, but what can you do about it? I doubt anybody from Mattel watches these videos, but if they do, like, hey, listen, please. But yeah, really nice re-release for 2026. I'm glad I can get my hands on this guy. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please, if you enjoyed this video, like, share, comment, rewatch if you feel like you want to. I'm trying to get monetized soon. I'm trying to get those watch hours. I just need 1,000 subscribers, and then I have one of those goals, and I only need 2. So hopefully I can get monetized soon and get 1,000 subscribers soon. Trying to hit 1,000 subs before the end of the year, but I think we can do it. We're at 800 already, or 870, so we're pretty close. But yeah, if you enjoy it, like, subscribe, comment. Let me know your thoughts on this guy. Will you be purchasing him? Have you found him? Do you have him? This is Radio Streams of You signing off, and I will see you guys Friday for the Lightning McQueen with White Walls review. Bye, guys.